Yeah, so yeah, night was okay. We were parked along the side of a railroad. Yeah, so yeah, I heard a couple trains at night coming through. About whatever, I don't really care. It's like what, 8 o'clock right now. I was up since like 7, but yep, sometimes I just don't want to get up right away. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go wash up, buy some drinks, and yeah, I gotta eat my produce here that I have, and my snacks, because I have a lot. But I think I'm gonna stay here for a couple days. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice here. It reminds me of, kind of reminds me of when I was in the northern part of Thailand, where it gets kind of chilly at night. You know, not like freezing, but chilly because the humidity, right? And then in the morning it warms up and it's like 60, 70, 80 degrees. Yeah. Which is, yeah, and look at this, guys. The palm trees. Palm trees in a Walmart. It doesn't, to me, in my head, it doesn't ring a bell. Like, America, tropical, it just doesn't correlate, right? But that's because I don't live on the ocean. I gotta find time to do the work, because if I don't, I won't ever be able to finish the work. And I don't think I'll ever, because that's just how it is, right? Also, I gotta do my differential fluids, and I think I'm gonna do my CVT. Like I said, once I get somewhere nice and warm and it's not raining all the time, then I gotta put it in. So I think this is my perfect opportunity. I think I can knock both of those out today and then go to Starbucks. Maybe I'll do it in Florida. This is nice though. South Carolina, so far, everything I've experienced here, it's really nice. And it's not overly crowded. That's the thing though. I think in Florida it might be, but maybe not. Maybe in Florida it's only like that during the summer. But it is almost spring break, like I said, so, or it is. Like some, because universities, they all get out different times. Man, check this out, guys. Look at that. It's a K-truck. It's a small van, but he converted it into like a camper van. It's lifted as well. That's pretty cool. If I would have planned this and redone this all over again, I would have probably got a K-truck. Yeah, that thing is just cool. Yeah. Oh, dang. Right. Yeah. Oh, you know that that K-truck over there? It's a 4x4. Dude, that's awesome. No, yeah, some of those Japanese cars, they might look small, but they're actually very useful, and a lot of the Japanese people, they use it to do deliveries and everything. So yeah, some of them come with 4-wheel drive and they're very capable. Holy smokes, guys, I just finished doing my differential. I got some aftermath a little bit. Hey, how do you guys like not spill? I swear, even when I have my container, I always manage to spill. I don't know why. I'm not sure how much it would cost. I'm guessing it probably would have cost me $150 to $200 to get the differential flush. Took me about an hour to do it, and I'd say yeah, if you can do it yourself, save that money. I actually bought more than what I needed. They don't sell like 2.5 quarts. They only go by the quart, right? And so I had to buy a little extra. Well, I bought 2, wasn't enough, and then I bought the third one. I thought I would need at least half of the third one, but no, I only needed like one small squeeze, and then the fluid on the back end started coming out. So now I was like, oh man, really? $22, and I only used that much? I just threw it out anyways. Should you carry those 2s? I don't know, that's debatable. I'm probably only gonna use this box of tools here Not everything anyways. I'm only gonna use a few of it, maybe 4 or 5 times on my trip here, hopefully, just for routine maintenance. They're pretty cool about me doing it here. I'm gonna stay here for a week because they're gonna do my CVT flush. So it's gonna be $325 plus tax, and it's gonna be next week Tuesday. So that was the next availability. I really would rather do it myself because I find joy in the mechanic work. Like when I'm doing this stuff, it's fun, you know. It's like, as long as I'm not doing it for like a job, it is actually pretty fun, you know. Like, oh yeah, I get my hands dirty, I smell like differential fluid now, and yeah, I just know I accomplished something for myself, not for anyone else. My CVT whatever, or that bushing, it's right here. I gotta do that tomorrow, and then I think my car is gonna be all right for a while. The only thing is that, yeah, I might have to get some aftermarket extended axles to help assist with that stuttering from like 15 to 20 miles an hour. Gosh, Rally Tech, y'all. And I probably got to get the adjustable Rally Tech lower control arms for the back, because right now the tires are not wearing down evenly. The outside is going a little quicker. Got to figure out how to do the shipping. I did see a lot of UPS stations around here. I could just probably have it shipped there and go pick it up. The only thing is that if it takes a while to get shipped, then I have to stay in that location a little bit longer. I got to learn. I have to learn because everybody loves sushi. Okay, I got a bowl, coconut shrimp bowl. Then I got this spicy combo mix. I don't even know what it is. And then a spicy shrimp. And guess what? They got wasabi and soy sauce, which is what you need. Ooh, that's First, let's try this coconut shrimp. See how this goes. Oh, it looks really good. Oh. Oh wow! I've never had coconut shrimp like this. Oh, it has deep fried breading and then the coconut shrimp on it. Oh, yeah, that's really good. Spicy salmon. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. I just have to tell myself it's okay to eat raw fish. And then it makes it more edible for me. But if not that, oh, the texture in my mouth is just, oh, too much. Okay, let's try some of these. Ooh. I don't know what this is. Looks like some crab. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. I don't know what this is, but let's try some of this. I think it might be Japanese mayo. Yeah, I think so. Japanese mayo. Yeah, it's delicious. Thank you. I don't eat much sushi, but it's good.
I don't want to cook. Maybe some people they can eat that much, but I have the back to get later in the evening.
Okay. Okay. She thinks I cannot eat all this. I think I can. Maybe not. I've been working up my skills. It's not easy eating a lot, but I've been trying. I think it's like tuna, maybe? I'm not sure. I think this one is the hardest one to eat right now. The raw salmon. But at least the rest of these are a little bit cooked right on the outside. Mind over matter. We tried one of these in the mayo sauce. The mayo sauce is pretty good. This is where it's at. Oh, this is really there. Coconut shrimp is that's fire. Let's try this guy. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Do you guys know what that is? Let's go. Alright. Let's dip this in some mayo. Yeah, I was debating if I was gonna drive all the way downtown, but this was only like 5 minutes from where I was, so I was like, let's just go here. But well, I'm glad I did come here, because the one downtown I would have had to drive 30 minutes, and that's excluding traffic. It's good.
You said it.
It's a lot of food. Yeah, I got this. I got this. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so full, guys. I'm so full. Yeah, I got a lot of leftovers. Yeah, pretty much I still have half the food left. But that's good. At least I'll have some food for later tomorrow. And maybe I'll go on a quick hike tomorrow. Or actually, I'm just gonna go to the gym. Go to the gym, work out, and I'll have some recovery food. Yeah, so kaji sushi and hibachi and yeah, whatever down here. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, their coconut bowl is whoo. And guys, I don't really eat sushi, but I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying, and I can't really evaluate, like, I can't really compare a lot of sushi because I really haven't had much sushi. So so far, yeah, tastes weird in my mouth. I'm trying. I think it's reasonable. Yeah, quite reasonable. I mean, I paid what, 40? Yeah, 40 bucks, and I have half the food still to go, and I'm stuffed. Yeah, it's a lot of food, I'll say. For the price, it's pretty good. The quality of food is actually pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll say that. I won't call it 5-star dining, but for what you're paying, it's quality food. Yeah, better than that one Korean place I went to. And the lady in there is such a sweetheart. They have a small staff in there, and they're just getting everything done quick. quick. Got good staff cooking, making the rolls. Yeah, and yeah, I highly recommend it. So you guys see all this? All this car campers. These are all car campers at Pilot. So I'm telling y'all, it's a pretty big trend. Okay. I'm just gonna go all the way to the end. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yep, it's a pretty big trend, guys. If you want to go tour the world, don't be afraid. There's a lot of people who are doing it. Or if you just want to live this kind of lifestyle, you're not alone. There's a lot of people who are doing it. Okay. And you know what? You know what's the crazy thing? Most of it is just men. Just men. I don't know what the real ordeal is, why it's just men, but typically it's just men. I think for men, for sure, we just feel safer if it's just us doing it. But yeah, versus if it was a woman, she can always kind of get preyed on by men. But at the same time, I think men are they're tired, right? A lot of men are just tired of working hard and providing for their significant other, or if not, they lost everything from their significant other or ex, right? And so now they just, it's like, F it. Why should I put myself through this again and build myself up again and then try it again and then just lose everything again, right? So yeah, I'm starting to understand the mentality of this, and yeah, I'd say it's quite the lonely journey doing all this, but you got to realize that even if a lot of men, if we don't live this kind of lifestyle, we already live that same life prior to doing this. Because even for me, when I was before this, I lived myself. All I did was just work, right? Work, come home, and try to get ahead, try to save, try to build myself so that one day, when I have a family, when I have kids, I have everything ready, right? So I'm building all this, saving all this, right? But like I've said before, it didn't work out. It didn't go the way that the American dream propagates that it will. It doesn't. And I think a lot of men have just been like, okay, they've woken up and they're just like, you know, what's the point? What's the point, really? Like, you do all this and then you're just getting taken advantage by the court system. So a lot of men are just like, sorry, nope, see you later. I see a lot of Indians or Middle Eastern, they do this too now, which is crazy because you think, you know, they're known to be very successful, high-paying careers, IT, and that's the thing. They follow that American dream. They follow that dream that America propagates. That you follow this journey, and you live a great life. But you know what happened? The IT industry dropped thousands, hundreds of thousands of IT jobs all around the world, and then guess what? The ones that are affected here in America, they're just like, what the F, you know? I did everything right, and then all this shit gets thrown in my face. You know, F the system. The system is just fucking, it's just BS, you know? that's how I would feel if my entire life I pursued it and then it turned to shit, right? And so then now, yeah, so now then, essentially, yeah, I've seen a lot of them do the van life, and now they just, I'm assuming, I don't know, I haven't really talked to any, but I can assume that they probably just have some kind of online gig work, and they can just travel the world and be like, F it, why chase that dream when that dream was just like a false hope this whole time, and it didn't even go the way that we planned it, right? So I get it, yeah. Alrighty, so I met a gal who is she's been living this lifestyle. Yeah, we met at Pilot here, and we've been talking for like 2-3 hours at least, just getting to know each other. And so now we're gonna go grab some lunch or breakfast, whatever you name it. I guess lunch, because we had coffee for breakfast, I guess. And so yeah, we're gonna have, she's been around this area for a little bit, so she knows some of the where to go spots, and like, we're gonna go have some barbecue. Hopefully it's good. Yep, I wanna see how this is all. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of scoop on how people down here live out of their cars and how they're doing this van life thing, and I'm really intrigued actually, because yeah, this is some of the things that I wanted to get a hold of. I want to see these kinds of experiences, and yeah, so life, this is life, I tell you. You just embrace what comes. Yeah, no expectations, you just take it on as what it is. So got another Pilot here. Yeah, it just feels a little bit more normal, and there's like a whole slew of people who live the lifestyle, instead of when you're the only one up north in the freezing cold who does it. Oh my gosh, guys, so yesterday when I was setting up my sleeping, usually I move some stuff around back here, you know, just usually it's just blocking the windows, even though they're over 5% tint on the back there, because I have the factory tints already. It's at 30%, I believe, and then the ones that I installed are at 5% tint. So essentially, it's at like maybe 3%. I'm guessing it's like 3% tint. Anyways, yeah, I was moving some stuff around, and my light pack gear that I use for hiking, I have my bear spray on it, and when I lifted it, it got stuck on something, and the bear spray can, because the safety plastic part, I lost it. It hit something. It got stuck and hit it, and then it sprayed inside my car. Oh, and it sprayed all over. Ooh, I couldn't breathe. Honestly, it was deadly. I started coughing. Luckily, I had a bag right up on the front here. I was coughing, and I had some tissue paper back there, so I was wiping my face down. The thing is that all the particles spread inside the car, right? So it just goes everywhere, right? You can't see it, and you could smell it everywhere. I'm just like, oh, I was coughing really bad. I coughed so bad. I think it's my first time I coughed so bad that I puked. Yeah, it was that bad. It was really hard to breathe. It was just, I was like, whoa, because every time I breathed in, another set of particles, oh, I should open up my doors anyways, another set of particles of bear spray was going right back into my lungs, right? And so I was like, and I actually puked. Luckily I had the bag there, but yeah, I actually puked. But yeah, it was bad. But yeah, guys, don't lose your little safety mechanism, because if you do, yeah, keep it somewhere where it's not going to spray, because if it sprays, good luck, good luck. It's been fun so far. This gal, she has been pretty much on the road ever since I've been on the road, but she came from Virginia. But she's been all over the world, and yeah, she's been here for a month and a half or so here in South Carolina, and so she's kind of showing me around, and really sweet gal. Yeah, and then she met some of the folks here in the stop, in this local pilot stop, and I don't know. I think it's just her. Well, she came from a background where she traveled the world with essentially multi-millionaires, and she was their nanny, and she got to do some amazing things from what she was telling me, and I was just like, holy smokes, man. What an exciting life. Yeah, she lived an adventure her whole entire life, it seems. So I got to meet some of the people who do this for quite a while now, but the thing is that not everybody is planning to continue doing this, right? And they all want to get out of the situation. They all want to get back on their feet and settle down somewhere. So their objective is totally different from mine. Yeah, theirs is they got into the situation. Mine is I wanted to be in this situation because I'm trying to go explore all over America here, and the world, right? But yeah, they're trying to get out of it, where they don't want to live this way, right? Which is different. And I think when I hit the West Coast is where I'll meet more people who are doing what I'm doing. Because right now it got cold. It went from 60s. They said last week it was in the 80s here. Today is in the 40s, right? So when I got here, it was in the 60s. So it already dropped 20 degrees. But next week it's gonna already be back in the 70s and 80s here. So yeah, it's different. She's just here temporarily. It's not her goal. But she's just in the phase of transitioning to somewhere else, and a lot of these guys that I met, their goal is to get a place, essentially. Yeah, but they're just not in that position yet. But for me, I don't need it. Yeah, this is what I want to do. So I'm excited doing this, and yeah, it's kind of neat meeting people who've been through tough situations. Yeah, but I'll say the two guys I met that know her, yeah, it was a relationship thing that broke their life, and now they have to start all over. Yep, divorce. It's not fun. Divorce and child support. It's like the two things that will kill men. I mean, kill. Yeah, because a lot of them go into depression when they don't have the rights to see their kids, right? Or, yeah, they lose everything they worked for. Everything that they worked for, it's gone. Yeah. So, yep. But anyways, yeah, today I'm just gonna probably go to Starbucks. I don't think there's anything else to do today, and it's cold. Yeah, I haven't done any work yesterday because yesterday we were kind of just hanging around, having fun. Yeah, we went to see a cargo. She's so funny. She's good. She's really cute. She's an old lady. Yeah, really cute old lady. Yeah, but she acts like, I mean, I can't say she's really old because I feel like I'm old. But she doesn't act her age. She acts like 30, 40 years younger than what she is, which is awesome. Like, yeah, I've always loved meeting people who are young at heart. you know. They're so adventurous. Life is always exciting, and you know, it just makes life go by. So funny though. I'll say this, it's normal. See, look at this. Outside of like the front parking area here and people are gassing up, there's almost 100 cars here. We're just people are parked here camping, and all of these trailers, all of these, you see how they have that big back behind the door? They have living space back there. So essentially what I have in my car, they all have that, but better probably, because it's bigger space, wider, so they can actually sleep across that car. Yeah. And I've seen women in those trucks where they go buy food and then they go back in, and then if they have their address set at the post office, they got it, because I believe they say it's the biggest port on the east side of America. And all these trucks and a lot of these cars, even behind me, there's a road that stretches along here. There's trucks that park here all the time. And then I was talking to these guys because they've been here for a while, and so some of these cars are parked here. They go drive the truck in the day, and then when they're done with their job, they just park their trucks right here. They'll just either sleep in the car or the truck or wherever they are, and then the weekends they'll go wherever they need to go. Some of them don't live here. Some of them, they only come down here for work because the ports make a lot of money. And there's couples they've seen that own 2 trucks here, and both of them have the same schedule. They wake up at 2, get to the docks, go. They come and go till like late evening, and then yeah, they're just making a lot of money. I'm guessing they're probably each making over 100, 150, 200 grand. So they're probably making close to $500,000. That's the thing. What do you want, right? Do you want to sacrifice? Do you want to just live a simple life, live below your means, and then build your wealth and then settle, right? Or build enough wealth and then travel the world, or whatever the reason people do this. Not all of them are struggling, I'll say that, because even the people that I met here, they said, oh yeah, some of these people, you could tell they have a lot of money. It's just they're working towards the goal, and they're trying to cut as much cost in their life right now as much as they can in order to achieve that, right? And so I'm like, oh, it's not always what people think. Check out some of these YouTubers. They're multi-millionaires who travel the world, live in their cars or RVs or whatever, right? So they're doing better than most of the world. And it's not everyone who's like that here, for sure, but there are people like that. So even though you may judge them, they could buy your life out. Essentially, I think the world has to come to this realization that what you believe is the norm is not always necessarily what it is. And you have to break out of this mentality that the only way to make it is to live life like everybody else. You gotta be a little clever, a little smart, kind of witty about the tactical maneuvers you take in life, because sometimes that's what will get you furthest. And when you do that, you don't follow the path of the masses. You do it and you look weird, you look odd, you look like you don't know what you're doing because it looks so different from the rest of the world. But if you look at every successful person in the world who wanted to be different, that's exactly their life. Elon, Jack Ma, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Ray Kroc. Give me one person who didn't live such a weird life that people judged them to the point that they didn't even look normal anymore. I don't think you can name one. J.K. Rowling, struggling, broke. Oh, she was failing. People laughed at her. And now look at her, the richest billionaire author in the world. Yeah, as long as you have a goal to create a life of significance, I say go for it. Don't let anything stop you. It's scary. It's not fun. Well, it is fun if you appreciate it, but do it. Yeah. I'm so glad I went on this. Like, all the things that happened to me along the journey, I could tell you 90% of the people that I know, they would be screaming, crying, giving up, and they would have already gone back to how they were, right? See, it takes before I started doing this, I saw this people like saying, oh yeah, you should test it out, see if it's for you or not, because you have to have that tenacity, right? Because if you don't have that tenacity, you ain't gonna make it. No, I can guarantee you can't live like me. Yeah, most people can't live like me because most people couldn't work like me, right? I'm just gonna ask you this: could you work a whole year, no free time, no activities, over 12 hours every day, or yeah, for an entire year, actually for like 5 years? Could you do that? See, you cannot live my life. See, and you're probably judging me, well, who wants to live a life like that? There's no life to do that. And that's exactly it. So you cannot live this kind of life. If you can't do the things that are so extreme and be content with it, you may not be happy, but you can be content and not happy, right? Then you cannot separate yourself from the masses. Yeah, but if you can, then you have the ability to head in a direction that could have never been walked before, or have been only walked by the few, and you can come up with something that you'll be very proud of. Like, am I proud of this? Hell yeah! Look at, of 100% of the people I know, I'm the only one person who is traveling like this, and I'm fucking proud. Yeah, unless if there's someone I know who is doing this that I don't know, cool, I'm proud of you too. Yeah, I always tend to get into things before it becomes a trend. It is trendy right now. Well, it became really trendy during the pandemic, but it has gone down. And then when I fall out of it, and then maybe like 10 or 20 years later, it becomes very, 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 very popular, where now everybody does it. Like when I used to run and train for my half marathons, I was one of 2 people in my whole entirety, 3 or 4 people, yeah, of the thousands of people I grew up with. Thousands, right? I would say over 5,000 to 10,000 people I knew. I was the very few like that. And then I quit because I didn't find enjoyment anymore. And it's okay. Like, that's how life is. You don't always have to do it. People started running. Everybody started running. I'm like, because people used to make fun of me when I used to run. Isn't that funny? People are like, oh, why are you always running? You don't need to run. Running is not that good. I got running harassment from those people who now run. Did you know that? All these people who harassed me when I used to run a lot, now they run. Good for them for running, but then why did you harass me? Right? That's why I'm like, oh, what the heck? But yeah, because it became trendy, and now people do it. Yeah, because it's like a dating thing now, where you go out there to go date people, meet people. It's not just running anymore, it's a social event. Back in the days when I did it, it was just, you did it solo. You might see people running out there, but you were the solo runner. When this becomes super trendy, when inflation, when the presidents, they inflate everything to the point where it doesn't make sense to own a home or have property tax anymore, maybe people will start doing this and it'll be more normal. And yeah, maybe, I don't know. Look at all of these people. You see those jackets? Those blue ones? Way down there. Yeah, oh my gosh, there's like 5 of them. Oh man, all of these are Amazon drivers. See, I tell you, dude, when you live in a specific area, doing stuff like this becomes normal. but living in a small town, small city, it's not normal because this is a big port. The biggest port came in yesterday. It contained, I think it was 1,700 or 17,000, I don't know, let's say 1,700 crates. And yeah, that takes a couple days to empty non-stop. A couple days to empty it. But yeah, that's how busy they are. And they have an Amazon port here, or distribution hub, so then they're everywhere. And they say sometimes there's like 20, 40, 50 trucks filling up that work for Amazon. Yeah, that's wild. Because when I lived in Milwaukee, they have a distribution center, but I never seen that kind of busy for Amazon. My cute old lady is here, so let's see what she's up to. Oh shoot. Okay, well, my battery's about to die. Oh man, I think I'm gaining some weight. I haven't done anything active for like 3 days. I've been doing some work. Touring Charlotte, South Carolina here for like 2 days. And then today I was gonna go on a hike, and I was hoping there would be something close by, right? But there isn't. Not on the east side of South Carolina. If you go on the west side of South Carolina, they have a lot of nicer trails up there, waterfalls, and yeah, just some really scenic places up there. Over here, they got like man-made stuff where it's essentially like botanical gardens. It's not botanical gardens, but everything's like done up that way. It's outdoors and it looks really nice and everything. And they got like hiking trails, but it's not really a hiking trail. It is, but it's all man-made stuff. Yeah, there's like a rice field that they had. It's like a historical area where the black slaves, they grew rice there in the swamps. Yeah, way back in the days. But yeah, but it's just like a walkway. It's like it's not really like a outdoors trail, off-road. Yeah, it's out there, but that's all it is. You just walk out there. And I'm like, and also everything over here, you gotta pay. Yep, you gotta pay to get in. You gotta pay to, yeah, do everything here. So yeah, so I was like, I don't want to go see just a garden of flowers. So I'm debating what to do. I was gonna help this guy that you know, I met at one of the truck stops. Actually, we went out to eat yesterday, and also with one of our friends, and it was his first time eating Chinese food, and he's like, "What? You're telling me this is real Chinese food?" It's not real, but it's still catered to Americans, but it's a lot more authentic than what you would get at buffets or like behind me, Panda Express. That is definitely 100% catered to Americans. It does not taste anything like authentic Chinese food. Zero. And it's funny how even some of my Asian friends who've never had real Chinese food, they only eat stuff like this. Asian, not non-Asians, right? Yeah, so even Asian people, depending where you live, if you don't venture off, you may have never tried real Asian food outside of maybe from your parents. Thai is more well-known, but go try some authentic Asian or Chinese food. It's really good. Yeah, he was just like, wow, is sweet and sour chicken real Chinese food? I'm like, yeah, that's like real American Chinese food. Yeah, he was naming off a couple dishes, and I'm like, man, that's just so white American Chinese food. But yeah, they have it, but it's not real. I wouldn't consider that real Chinese food. It's definitely catered towards, like I said, American. If I wanted to go on any kind of nice hikes, I have to go drive at least 3 to 4 hours to get to the other side of the state. And I don't really want to do that just to go hiking. Because I'll be coming right back because I have my appointment scheduled for getting my CVT fluid flush. Yeah, you don't want to go out on trails down here because you can. It's not that you can't. There's some nice trails, but you gotta watch out for all the predators out here. They got gators, they got coyotes, they got wild boars, they got poisonous snake, poisonous spiders, they got birds that attack people. Yeah, so I'm like, what the freak? Yeah, even they have some black bears. They're known to have black bears, but that's actually western side where all the nice trails are. But I was like, what the freak, man? I gotta worry about all that just to go on a hike. I'm like, yeah. Welcome to the South here. But man, yeah, for the most part, people are pretty good at driving here. I just had an instance before parking here where this, we're emerging onto the highway, you know, and so there's a car behind me, and then as we're merging in, it's a busy highway, right? And so there's cars coming by, and then when I'm merging, there's a big semi with a trailer that he's pulling, right? So I can't get into the lane, so there's no way that the semi can move over because on the other side of the semi there are cars, right? It's a 2-lane. So I let the semi go, and then I'm signaling the whole time, right? And so from what I know, as long as you're signaling and you're merging and there's a big car or even a car that's coming as you're merging, either you go in front or you go behind them, right? And then the car behind me, because she's further behind me, she's able to pull in behind the semi before me, as the merging lane had already ended. It's a short merging lane, right? And so I'm signaling, so as the semi goes and passes, I move over, right? I don't cut over, you know, I'm signaling slowly going into the lane. And then the car that was following me the whole time merging in, they got PO'd. They got pissed off that I'm merging in behind the only car next to me, which is the semi. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Drive into the concrete median on my right hand side? I'm like, what the heck is this lady thinking, you know? And so there's an opening to my left lane, so I go in there, and then so I passed the semi that was originally there that I couldn't get into the highway, right? So I passed it, and then I merged in front of it, right? And then the car behind me gets so pissed off, they speed up, cut right in front of me, and they slam on their brakes, right? And I'm like, do they even know what the hell's going on here? Like, there's nothing you can do about it when there's a freaking semi that is blocking your way from entering, and there's cars next to the semi on the other side. But for some odd reason, this lady thinks that see, this is the thing about entitlement. America's so entitled, you know. There's this entitled mentality where everybody thinks they're entitled. And it happens a lot in big cities, right? And so then, yeah, she feels entitled that everything has to go her way. Lady, you know, you gotta respect everybody on the road. Where are you going? If you're that much in a rush and you don't let people go in and out of the lanes, girl, then why are you freaking braking in front of me? That means you're not in a rush. Yeah, so then I honk at her, and then she gets pissed off, and now she's going 30 miles under the speed limit. And my car could totally blow her car away. It's much quicker than her car, but she's having a PO moment. I'm just like, no, I don't want no accident. But lady, Go ahead, you know. Turns out she was going directly the same way as me. Finally, she went off. And then we went our own ways after we had get off the highway. But I was just like, what? This lady is crazy. That's why you gotta watch out for people in the big cities. This freaking entitled mentality that people have in America. I don't know what the heck it is, but yeah. But that, I would say, is probably my worst experience so far in South Carolina. And then I had a weird moment this morning. I had some coffee at the gas station. There's a sit down area right at a Pilot, and I'm just having some breakfast, having coffee, and then this random dude comes, sits a table next to me. I don't care, right? I just say, hey, what's up, you know, whatever. And then the guy is like, hey, how's it going, da 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 da. And then he never went silent once. He just kept going. Yeah, and like he would ask me something, and then right when I was gonna answer, he kept talking. So I was like, and he kept looking around like this, and he kept like shaking, and like, so I was like, oh yeah. That's signs of someone who he might not be on drugs right now, but he's having some kind of withdrawal. He was talking fast like that. And yeah, he kept looking around. I was just like, bro, you can calm down, man. I was just thinking to myself, like, bro, you know, there's no rush. But he kept going and going and going. He never stopped. And so I was just like, okay, hey, I gotta go. So, and then he was trying to tell me something. He's like, hey, if you want to, I think he was telling me if I see him again or something like that. But I'm just like, what the, bro? You're on some kind of drugs or something, man. Yeah, and yeah, and I'll say this, man. There's a bunch of people back here driving on in this back like parking lot. They're like cutting these lanes at like 30-40 miles an hour in a parking lot. I'm like, holy smokes, man, what the heck? Yeah. I don't know what the heck, why people drive so fast in a parking lot. It's like, what? Yeah, and someone even like earlier, there's this Mustang over here, and he was like peeling through the parking lot. Like, yeah, he was peeling his wheels. I was just like, God damn, man, what the freak? You know, it's just a freaking parking lot, man. Calm the heck down, man. Yeah, that's the only stuff so far that I've seen that's kind of wild here. Might be normal for you guys living in the big cities, but damn, I was like, what the freak, man. I'll probably hit the gym maybe today. I was there like 2 days ago, and then oh man, my butt, I was doing some squats. My butt is like aching. My butt. I was like, oh man, yeah, leg day was good. I'd say overall I'm not as strong as I used to be, but it's okay. To me, I don't even really care if I get there, but it's just, it would be nice. But in the end, all I know is that, hey, just get active, go out there, go do something, you know. If not, you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, just getting fat. Like how I feel now. Yeah, and, oh man, I need to cut my hair, cut my beard. But yeah, it's kind of boring when you're just sitting out here. But I don't know, I'm getting used to it. It's just, you don't expect too much, you know. And in all honesty, if I wanted to, I could do pretty much everything I would have done back home, right? Because if I have nothing to do back home, I used to just watch YouTube. Yeah, a lot of YouTube, a little bit of social media, and then which my phone can do. And outside of that, even before that, I used to do some PC gaming, right? And my Apple, I can do some PC gaming. It's definitely not some hardcore gaming, but just the basic general stuff, right? But I don't really care for that. So I got my Xbox controller and everything, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think I might use it once or twice, but I don't think I'm gonna do too much with it.